I've doubted BYU a lot, but I feel like I'm swinging in the other direction here just because Cincinnati's just kind of fallen off, and it feels like the wheels are just falling off on this thing, where I think BYU is going to be able to get the yards that they need and keep converting here. I like BYU to clinch their spot in the Big 12 championship this weekend.
I'm with you. I think the finish line's in sight for BYU. They've properly licked their wounds from the Texas Tech game. I mean, they put TCU in a locker last Saturday night. Like that was, that was just bully ball. They were just doing stuff to TCU, and I think that Cincinnati has, by extension, and kind of like what you're hinting at there, has run out of gas a little bit. And I think when they've played against good teams, they've kind of shrunk a little bit. And I think BYU, they certainly register to me as at least a good team, maybe even a very good team. So the only thing that gives me some pause here is the line sticking where it is, because I think in your mind's eye, like what would you have thought that like this line would have been before you looked at it? Like I would have figured 4.5.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was going to say 4.5, 5.
So why is it just 2.5? I mean, that is some respect for Cincinnati at home. Like I was saying, like that can be a house of horrors for opposing teams, everything like that. The numbers have BYU winning this one by 4 or 5 points, depending on where you look. So I do think ultimately I'm going to side with BYU here, but that's not to say that there isn't the potential of an upset here. But ultimately, official prediction, BYU in a reasonably close one, but still more than a field goal.
Yeah, so another reason why I like the Cougars in this one too is just looking at the way Cincinnati's played the past couple of weeks. Not only have they gotten beaten fairly soundly, like they haven't been stopping the run. And if you can't do that, well, you're not going to have success against BYU, who has one of the best rushing attacks in the country. Cincinnati's given up over 4 yards per carry each of the past 2 weeks to Utah and Arizona. And then this was the key, John, that like spit out my coffee and wasn't even drinking any when I saw this. Last 2 games, Cincinnati has allowed their opponent to possess the ball over 36 minutes. Both of those games. Arizona, 36-41 time of possession. And then that Utah game, Utah held the ball for over 40 minutes. Like that, like all that just funnels right into what BYU wants to do. And like, is Cincinnati all of a sudden going to have that corrected and ready to go? Like, I don't think so. So I'm taking BYU.
BYU feels like a team that can also, do that. Just like, you want this? You want the ball? You want the ball? Nope. You're not getting it. And I don't think that Cincinnati's defense is one that's going to take it from them necessarily. So that's a really troubling trend there for this Cincinnati defense, and inability to get off the field. You're just inviting yourself into death march drives from BYU, and then I think we might see BYU kind of run away with this one if that ends up being the case again.